Hello everyone! Hello, and welcome. I am the Black Shadow, and welcome to a video that I was hoping to have recorded yesterday, but I was a bit busy organising a massive event. I was hoping I'd get back in some kind of time to record this, but it was about 1 in the morning, so I figured, nah. So I figured just today. One of those things. Anyways, yes, so I welcome you. Fair bit to go through. Trying not to be too long with this. I don't plan to. I've got recording I want to get done today, so that's one of those things. First of all, first a big thank you. I've got to say first of all to all of you who've still been watching through Resident Evil 4. Now we've completed both the main game and the Separate Ways side story. It's still been really good to record that. Obviously, still got a little bit of way to go with that LP. We've got Silent Ada. We've got the Mercenaries as well, which I'll be looking to get recording that ASAP. So we'll record something of that, which is going to be really good. So yeah, so not too long to go with Resident Evil 4. Actually, speaking of current LPs as well, I think I better mention about Final Fantasy X. I haven't uploaded a video for a few days. I'd focused on getting Separate Ways uploaded, which has given me some time to play Final Fantasy X, so I could do a lot of the off-screen work that I've needed to do, and so that I can get the party in a position where we can actually tackle some more of the game, which I am now at, after having defeated both Dark Veilful and Dark Ifrit. We've got more Dark Aeons to take on, and also I'm at another stage where it's time for me to talk about another very key part of improving the party beyond the original parameters that the game sets for you, in fact, and I'll be talking about that as well. I've got all those videos as well as Resident Evil 4 to record as well, so I'm looking to do a lot of recording today. We'll see how much I can get through. But, I'll be fine. But either way, the return video for Final Fantasy X will be being uploaded tonight. Not long after this video goes up, actually, mind you. So I've got plenty of recordings, so hopefully I won't get bogged down and start to fall behind. But, we'll see how we go. Anyways, so that's current stuff out the way. The reason I wanted to also make this was, as I had been mentioning to a few comments, bits and pieces here and there, was regarding, well, what exactly it is I'm going to be looking to do LP-wise after Final Fantasy, after Resident Evil, because I've not really talked much about it the past month. I've been more focusing on the current stuff, especially Resident Evil 4. A lot of my attention has been diverted to that LP and making that as good as I can, getting that recorded and having fun working with the new equipment and bits and pieces I've got, which we're still having a couple of nagging little issues, but we're doing what we can. I don't think it's that noticeable in the video. It's just me because I know it's there, basically, but hey, so the big question, I suppose, is what am I going to do after the LPs, folks? Well, I've thought about it a bit, and to be honest, I've thought about a few of the things that I have said in the past. Obviously, I've mentioned Resident Evil in the last video. I was asking people what order we should go through the remaining Resident Evil games, whether to do them canonically or whatever. I thought about it and got a lot of response. A vast majority said to go through it canonically. So therefore, Resident Evil Revelations will be the next Resident Evil LP that I will be uploading. Except that it won't be the next Resident Evil LP I'll be uploading. I've had a bit of a change of heart about something I had said a couple of months ago, where I had been. Well, it was whilst we were talking about Resident Evil 2's potential remake, And I'd address questions about some other the remake games have been asked. About the HD remake that was released onto 360. Also in regards to Resident Evil 0 and its HD release, which is due in the not too distant future. And I had ruled them out. Remake because I didn't know quite what else I could bring to it. And 0 because I didn't know if there was going to be anything new to the LP. Now, since then, there are going to be some new bits and pieces released with the Resident Evil 0 remake. Also, it'd be nice to play the game not completely blind as well, and to, address a few things that obviously I wouldn't have been able to do whilst playing the game blind. As for Resident Evil Remake, quite a few people had asked me over the past several months about if I was going to do the HD version, and I had originally ruled it out, but I figured, what the hell? To be fair, I mean, this channel has been, apart from Resident Evil 4, hasn't seen any Resident Evil since July of last year. If you don't include the 8 videos that I spent doing Resident Evil Survival. We've had so little Resident Evil in the past year and a bit. I hadn't really realised it until I looked back and, looking back for the videos and playlists, I was like, bloody heck. We did, Code Veronica, and then I revisited the GameCube remake. But to be fair, when I did the GameCube remake version, there are a few things that, since then, and having done the game blind, that I wanted to rectify. Admittedly, the graphical quality of it wasn't amazing. That always did bother me. Also, a few people had commented that there had been some fun and games with the cutscenes. Apparently, they were playing quite slow, which was nothing to do with me. It was just how the game was. And a few other bits and pieces as well, which I kind of want to rectify and redeem from. So, what we are going to be doing, and I have decided on, is that on the conclusion of the Resident Evil 4 LP, I am going to be doing the HD remake of Resident Evil Remake. A lot of people had asked, and I had originally said, I didn't plan on it, but you know what? I want to do I want to do some Resident Evil. So I think I'm probably going to be doing that. As for Revelations, I suppose I had make a mention that Revelations will be the next RELP I do after Remake. It may not be immediately afterwards. In fact, I doubt it'll be immediately afterwards, but it will be the next one that will follow that, so we can continue our journey into Resident Evil lore. So that'll be that. In amongst all that, obviously, we've then got, well, what am I going to be doing alongside that? Now, there is still quite a few potential games I could do alongside, Resident Evil after Final Fantasy. I've got all sorts. I have to think about, games that I said I was going to do, to games that I want to do, the games I could do. There is so much for me to do. I know Silent Hill 3 is still lingering about. I may do that potentially. I don't know. Do I want to do Silent Hill alongside Resident Evil? Or do I want to do something a bit different? Do I want to start tackling some of the mini games that I do want to do HD-wise, but we're doing one as it is? Or do I look at doing some more old stuff? Or do I go even further back? I've said, Parasite, for example, I want to get done at some point. Do I go that far back? Do I go even a bit further back? I haven't quite decided of that yet. I'm really not sure, truth be told, what exactly I'll be doing alongside it. But, I'm just not quite sure. I'll be really honest. I'm not quite sure. So I don't know. I don't know. Obviously I'll take suggestions certainly. As far as that, because to be honest, I haven't decided. I could do another 360 title. I could finally start doing some of the games I want to. Obviously I know for a fact we've still got GTA 4, the next GTA LP, which is due to be done at some point. Do I consider doing that, maybe? Don't know. You know, I've mentioned about as well XCOM as well, something I want to do, which would be a lot of fun. So I haven't decided what I'm going to be doing alongside once we finish Final Fantasy X. Partially because it's not going to be finished for a little while yet. We've got all the side stuff to do, which requires a lot of off-screen work. Then I've got to do all the side stuff. Then I've still got to actually finish off the game on the main story. So there's still a few weeks at least until Final Fantasy X will be finished. So there's still some time for me to sit down and decide fully what I'm going to do there. And again, I will happily, if anyone's got any particular ideas, something they do want to see, and if there's a bit of a consensus, then I might well go for that. So that is going to be about all for this. I can't think of much else. No, not off the top of my head. This is going to be going up. The first video for Final Fantasy X is going to be going up later this evening. Probably about a couple hours or so after this. And then tomorrow will be, I shall hopefully be uploading the beginning of the Mercenaries for Resident Evil 4, and I'm going to start looking to sort of try and alternate between one and the other, bearing in mind that there is there's a lot of off-screen work that I'm having to do for Final Fantasy X. We're doing it as quickly as we can. We are, I wouldn't say cheating, but I'll be honest with you guys. For those that watch ELP, the Megaton Berry glitch I showed in the arena. Well, not glitch, but kind of exploit, getting ridiculous amount of levels. I have used that to get a lot of spheres, because it just makes things so much quicker. Normally I wouldn't want to do that, but in the interest of time, and in the interest of recording LP, I am doing that. So, just so you know, never mind. Anyways, so that's going to be all. So I need to go on and get recording. I've got plenty of work to do today. So I'm going to thank you guys all very much for listening, and for those of you in spirit, I'll see you in a couple of hours, and if you're still residing in a rural part of Europe, then I suppose I won't catch you till tomorrow. So thank you very much for listening. Let me know your thoughts. What should I do off Final Fantasy X? Because I have not decided at all. Let me know. Thank you for watching, listening, and all the rest of it. Have fun, and I'll see you very soon.